And welcome to my in-depth video on the 75319 in-depth Mandalorian Forge. So this set is an interesting one. I think it's believed to be released on September 1st, and I'll take a look at it. I haven't actually looked as thoroughly as I normally do beforehand, so this will kind of be a bit of also like a reaction video. But anyway, I'll start off with the box art. Is your standard Mandalorian box art. And you can see all the details down the side, being 75319, the Armourer Mandalorian Forge, and has 258 pieces. So you can see the box art does look quite nice. They've kind of added a big background to it to make it look like it's like there, and I think it's quite cool. But you can see some really nice details, which I'll talk about more. But anyway, so like the back of the box, you can see a bunch of details, and you can see like a bunch of the features, which are quite cool. And you can also see like the drawer opens there, and you can see like a, well, I don't know what you call it, but kind of looks like scissors or like a grip thing, but it's not an actual thing, which is slightly annoying. Talk a bit more about that. But anyway, on to the price. So £28, $30, €30. 258 pieces, slightly low, but then there are some really nice things like the Mandalorian's helmet, and there are a few like other nice details and stuff. So I think value I'll come back to at the end. But minifigures. So Mandalorian, not really the main minifigure, not a reason why you'd buy this set. Does have a nice jetpack though, pretty good, and that is something that I think is slightly better. But still, like the only difference is it has a blaster, and that's because it's from season 1, and a jetpack instead of a cape. So yeah, exact same minifigure otherwise, I believe. Anyway, the Armourer. So the helmet is what I'm going to start off with. So this is a really, really good helmet. It is the same one used on Gar Saxon, and I think that lends itself quite well to it. Admittedly, the horns are a bit big, but I'll come back to a couple other things about the helmet. So the leg printing's nicely detailed. I do like the way they've included all those bits of detail with like some spots. I think it's supposed to be maybe like sparks or whatever. And then you've kind of got like a dark grey, I believe, is the torso colour. And then they have a really, really nice chest plate, which is like a really nice bronzy brown colour. And then it has a hammer. And the helmet, so the horns are big. And that's something I think was done for the Gar Saxon minifigure. But then look at the side. That part isn't supposed to be that way on the Gar Saxon, but that's accurate to the Armourer, so that's why they did it that way, and that's pretty good. So now on to Paz Vizla. Really, really nice addition. So the helmet is really well done with a bunch of the printing, and I think it would have, the way it works is like if you look at the Gar Saxon minifigure, the way his like helmet shape, as you can kind of see, it would be more like his without the horns. Like the rest is like it's much more angular, less curved, and you can see he has a blaster. I think that's the same one as like more off from the 75172 Y-wing, and nice like legs, and you can see he has a backpack as well as his torso thing. So the torso thing is the same as Wrecker. And the one thing I'd wondering is there's 2 studs on the back, and Wrecker didn't use them, and there was some other minifigure, I can't remember what it was, that had this, and it didn't use them. And then, so this one actually does, and it makes a really, really cool backpack where you can hold his blaster. The studs on the back are nice as well, they add a nice amount of detail. I do like the yellow colour. On to the set itself. Gonna start off with some of the like features. So you have the like, I don't know, like shelf, no not shelf, drawer that opens with like, looks like it's supposed to have a lock or like a pin code, 9 digits, and then like, or a card thing. Quite nice the way they did that. And then you have the like pincer, well not pincer, don't know what I'll call it, maybe a claw thing like in there printed on what's actually a sticker. Mandalorian hologram, really cool. I like the way they've done this. I think it's supposed to be like maybe kind of idea for how you design it, and maybe that's why it's connected to like all you, like a wee desk with a bunch of stickers. Like, you know, there's so many stickers on the set. And then there's this like arm, well not the arm, like the top of the furnace, which moves, and that's a really good feature. I thought that would happen, but really cool, and you can see the blue flames are so cool. And then you can see in this image, one thing I'd like to note, completely clear Mandalorian helmet in the background, nothing on it. I don't know why, but I just really like that. Above it, you can kind of see the skull, and to me, that's just ugly. Should have done that better. I think it just looks kind of like it's glaring, or it just looks a bit weird, a bit off. And sadly, if you look at the Beskar bars, they aren't printed. They are like the gold bar. Well, not gold, but they're the same piece as the gold bar ones. And I think that's kind of good, but it's still not brilliant. And yeah, you can see here all the jetpack, and this is a nice scene you saw. And actually, if you look at the clip there, yeah, there's a clip on the front of the door, and that will connect to your the furnacey bit, and that's quite good. And I think the set actually wait a second. Okay, I think most of the set folds up. I'm not sure about that hole there. I think that's just connected to the wall. Remember on the Obi-Wan Kenobi set there was a whole what will this connect to thing, but I don't think it's anything. And it's a really nice scene they kind of put in here. Taking it apart, you can kind of see there are a decent number of pieces. Also, Silver Blaster and Thermal Detonators are a nice addition. And you do get a lot of blasters. Just looking around, I think I see at least 4. But anyway, that's pretty good amount. And I do like the way they've done the really nice chrome grey for the Beskar. Also that helmet. I think that the set has a few things I wasn't expecting that make it so much better. So you can see here a kid playing with it. I think it's a nice thing because you can display it. It's also a really good play set. Also, if you get one of the other sets, it's a nice. So say if you got the Imperial Armoured Marauder, which I kind of think is. I kind of changed my mind slightly about that set. You kind of raid this with that, and that'll be a nice thing. That's maybe why there's no overlapping minifigures. And you can see here another image of it, and it's still, yeah, really good set in my opinion. Very much so impressed with it. Accuracy, you don't really see much of the stuff, but what you do see, so you've got the barrel in the background over her shoulder, and the furnace, and it's everything you see is there. So pretty good set. Definitely worth the value, especially if you don't own a Mandalorian minifigure. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.